Good Sunday afternoon. We're out and about because of people letting us down. So, round of applause for all those people that let you down. They were meant to go out and do a leak for us in an industrial estate, and was meant to do it yesterday, and for whatever reason didn't go. And then message today saying van broke down or this or that. So yeah, we're going out ourselves. So thank you very much to those individuals. Anyway, we're going out to do a leak. Anglian have been there, and I don't know why they haven't carried it on, but they are saying water's getting into their hole and can we fix it? So yeah, we're going to dig further back and see what we can find. So we'll catch you over in Bedford somewhere. Let's go take a look and see what's happening. Nice digger from Sean. Oh, lots of water. Oh, loads of water. Loads of water. Let's have a dig over there and see if it'll come in any lower. That's all we can do, isn't it? The box is off. So that's the live side. No, that's the dead side, sorry. But obviously there's water still pouring in there, so we'll have a little hole out and we'll see what's going on. So even though the box is off, the water was coming in from down there. So we've traced it back. We've got the blow up, so it's blowing up at the minute. Matt's just digging. What we do is we dig one side lower, put the pump in, then dig the other side lower, put the pump in that side. Basically like they did back in the day when they were doing boreholes and stuff. They'd have two lines going down. One was digging all the time for the pump and the sump, and the other one, you know, swap over all the time. So yeah, we can see Matt's just getting a hole down there. And then we'll put the pump over that side, and then hopefully it's just under the pump there. So yeah, we'll get it. Well, there you have it. First main that we can't do. Got on the phone to Anglian, because they were out here Friday and they said it was on the customer's side. Clearly not. Obviously a Friday jobby. We've all been there, so I'm not going to say we're innocent in all this. You know what it's like, everyone. But yeah, we did repair some below average repairs, which you'll see. So we put a new T-piece in, new straight connector, and the reason we did that was because we couldn't leave this in the ground. $25 to $32 to fill mat fitting to $25 to fill mat T to $25. Mental, absolutely mental. So yeah, we thought we'd do that, and we'll pass it on to angling. We'll tidy up, and that's the first main we couldn't do. Good Monday morning. Busy weekend. Worked Saturday. Had a leak, and then you probably seen yesterday we had that burst main. Well, it was a private side leak, that turned out to be a burst main that was actually owned by Anglian. So yeah, we did it anyway. This week we are off. We are subcontracting this week, so as you'll see, everything will be blurred out in the background, and we'll just show you the connections and stuff going on, because it's not our work. I've worked for this company, alongside this company, and for the company for nearly 20 years, so the relationship is really, really good, and they are a superb company to work for. So yeah, we'll see you on the job. So the head's just gone through the main now, and now we'll get that through, and then it'll start to cut. You should have also with the big main. So now the cutter's through, you see I'll just wind that down, see the gap disappearing, and then when it gets tighter again, that's obviously the thread pulling down. So now we should see a gap appear from there downwards, and that's how we know that it's tapping into the main. You see how now that's loose? You'll be able to see it. See the gap appearing? We want to keep this quite low though, because sometimes if there's enough force it can push it back up and rip the threads back out. So if you turn this down one or two more like that, then you know that when you come back up with the threads, you're at a level where you can bring the drill up and bring the spindle up together, and then you won't get that sort of pop when you pull the threads out. So what we do is we go all the way down to about a finger's depth. So we go all the way to the bottom of the spanner is to my finger. This is tapered, so these threads are tapered in, that's why it gets tighter and tighter. There's a rule of thumb, either go till it gets really tight or just go till you hit your finger. About there. And then we'll wind it up now, slowly, till we get to this point here. Then when we get to this point here, we'll wind this at the same time, so it brings it up slowly. There it is, comes up like that. What we'll do is take that all the way to the top. Take our locating pin out. Turn it 180 degrees. Locating pin back in, wait till it clicks. There we are, and then we will wind this down until it stops. Yeah, it's gone stiff now, and then now you'll see a gap start to appear. See how that's gone loose? So a couple turns down, just in case. Again, wind this one till it goes tight basically. Pressure, we know that there's nothing leaking, the ferrule's not open. We can then go ahead and undo the chain like so. Getting this all up. As you can see, the swarf doesn't go in the main on this occasion. Swarf stays out of the main. That's it, really. So we'll get our blue roll and put it around it. We'll take that off, and then we'll put our brass banjo on, and then that'll go off to the poly. So what's the blue roll, man? So this drilling here that we're doing, or two of them, as you'll see, is on an asbestos main. This is protocol in the UK. We wear our white suits that we can throw away. We double bag them, and obviously our masks, and we keep the asbestos wet at all times just to stop any fibres coming up if anything happened. The drill we're using on this one is a Hiram J2 with an air heart. So the blue device you see is an air heart. The stainless steel bit that's poking up to the left of the red cap, that is a gate valve. So underneath that red cap, when you turn the spindle, the gate valve shuts, and it means that once you've done the tapping, you'll shut that, and the tapping's live below it, meaning you can take the drill off, and then after you've taken the drill off, you can then put your fittings on, which is normally a bend and a stop tap. And yeah, so this is just the process of how we do the Hiram J2. It's a pretty fail-safe way of tapping a water main live. As you can see, a lot of companies would rather use this than the number one, which some of you may have seen in the previous video. So yeah, here we are tapping it and then just winding it down, tapping it into the main. Asbestos is really, really thick, so it takes a lot of tapping sometimes. There we are, getting the tapping, the coupon out, and yeah, so that's 2 tappings done. We can't showcase much because it's not our work, but we'll show you the tappings. Here we are tapping a 125 HPPE main. Again, you can see how versatile the Hiram J2 drill is. This is plastic now. We had asbestos the day before, and we had a cast iron one the following day after this. So yeah, exactly the same process. Through a clamp, through the air heart, drill down, shut your gate valve off, and job's a good one. Very fail-safe way of tapping a water main live. When we do new connections, sometimes as an original connection to the house, for instance, this one was being turned into 5 flats, so we have to disconnect the original supply. Here it goes very wrong. Lead has crystallised and pulled off out of the ferrule in my hand. The little brass spindle you see there is seized. Normally you turn that spindle, it winds it down and it shuts the ferrule off. But in this occasion it didn't happen, especially seeing as it was a Friday afternoon. We managed to wrap some PTFE tape around the threads and then get a 3/4 by 25mm female iron on to the ferrule. This meant that we could do it live and no customers were impeded.
This is quite common where we are, especially when stuff's been in the ground for a long time, and these are buried, so you don't often see these. So I'm just winding the female iron on to the ferrule, and then what we'll do is we will get some 25mm poly. We will put the 25mm poly in, and then this will relieve the pressure, and as you can see, it will send it out onto the road. Then we can squeeze this off and do a final cap off. So yeah, sometimes it goes to plan, sometimes it doesn't.